Hello everybody, my name is Thomas Roulet. I'm a professor of organizational sociology and leadership at the University of Cambridge and fellow of King's College. Um, and I'm here today to talk a little bit about commitment to open science, especially in scientific journals. And a quick experience I wanted to share with you is my experience as a co-chief editor of management uh, with @science. So you can go have a look at the website. The website is www.management /IMS .com. And that's one of the first open access journal that was created. I mean, it was the first open access journal in my field, in the field of organization theory and management, and one of the first created at that time. It was roughly 25 years ago. I was co-editor from 2017 to 2020. And it's a model that is unique, that is still a unique model, which I really believe in. It's a journal that was for a very long time fully financed by a professional association, AIMS, Association Internationale de Management Stratégique, which is the main association in France for strategic management and organization theory research. And so they finance the journal. And the point I wanted to make is that with a budget of 10, 15,000 euros, you can have an open access journal that is freely accessible to everybody, and people inside academia, people outside academia. We are in an era where we need, as academics, to talk to practitioners, to people in much broader audiences than just academics. It's so important to have open access for people to read papers, to read academic papers. But also, the model enables everybody from all countries to publish in the journal without having a cost to pay. And we know that a lot of the open access journals actually have very, very high publishing costs. With a model where the journal is financed by an academic association, the cost to the author, the cost to the reader is zero. The cost is transferred to people who are members of a professional association, and professional association can use conferences, subscriptions to finance those outlets. So that's, for me, it's one of the most useful model, because also you create a community around the journal, and the community chips in. They finance the journal, they are involved in the review process, and the journal in the end belongs to the community. And during my tenure as a co-chief editor, we also got funding from CNRS, which is the Centre National de Recherche Scientifique. So it's like a public organization that funds research in France, and they give resources. They have been giving quite a significant chunk of money for the significant share of the budget of the journal since my time as a chief editor. And obviously, it makes for a great partnership between a public organization, a professional association, and researchers that run the journal as volunteers, but also that's part of a citizenship behavior to be involved in the journal as a reviewer, as an editor, and as an author. For me, this is a very virtuous model, and I'm hoping that this can be replicated in other fields. There are other similar models that exist. I can cite the model of sociological science, which is a journal that was created by sociologists for sociologists, with also just some marginal fees to finance publications. But all of those, I think, are quite useful models. They highlight two facts that are very important to me. First, running open access journal, gold open access journals is not that expensive. You can run an open access journal, publish, get good papers, publish them, promote them for a budget that is not a six-figure budget. It's mostly a five-figure budget with 10, 15, 20,000 euro, 20,000 pounds. You can run a really, really good journal, and professional associations can find those funds to finance those outlets, and they can create those outlets. Creating an outlet from the Bottom up is hard and is long, but potentially is one way forward for our community. So that's the first thing, is that it's not that expensive. And second, public organizations, public funders, and professional associations, they have a role to play in those. Universities, institutions increasingly look at how they can create those outlets as well, and they can partly finance it. I see this as a potential alternative for publications and journal publications in social sciences fields, but also more broadly in other sciences. And I hope this can be a model that can be replicated.